in this room, I would say if there are fewer than 500 different things you could do, I'd be shocked. If it would be more like 1,000 things that you don't put on your resume. Somebody here knows how to tie their shoes. Somebody here knows how to do hair. Somebody here knows how to wire lamps. And none of that's known. And somebody knows how to do drywall. And somebody knows how to hand down recipes that they inherited from their grandparents. So the wealth that we have, we don't even know about. So when they talk about assets, I would say a starting point is learn what you've got, because what you've got is real wealth and real capacity, and then try and figure out ways in which you can share it around individual transactions and then around projects that you want to take on, so that no child goes to school hungry, or no child is without a buddy to do homework, or no senior coming out of hospital is without somebody to run errands for them. So you take on projects as well as individual exchanges, and that's, I'll shut up now. But I just wanted to show you what a wealth of capacity there were in these people who only saw, who would come together each month to do what they had to do to get their paycheck to provide companionship, and they had no idea the wealth of capacity that they themselves collectively had. So that's, and in this room there's a multiple of that, so that's what I wanted to share.
So it's been really an amazing day, an incredibly rich day, and just tons and tons of learning. I have to say, my brain is exhausted, fried. I think for me, one of the really interesting things, because we were here last week as well as this week. So last week we were speaking much more with organization members and people who are on paid staff. And today has been a lovely, rich mix with people who are on staff, people from the community. And that has been just a lovely experience to see that mix and how that's come forward, and the wealth of the communities coming to the organizations. And it seems to me that the note of caution is not actually a note of caution at all, but it is this turbulent space in between organizations and communities that's always the place that is both challenging and exciting, and the place that requires so much energy and thinking, and that what we'll be looking at is how do organizations support that space that you're doing so richly from the community side. So I think that's what I would say.
I found myself thinking, how does one create the networks and the rewards that bring out the wealth of capacity in this room? And I went back to some reflections I wrote about time banking, because it was an attempt to say, how do we begin to inventory, to even know about the wealth of capacity? And at that point, when I was tired of writing grant proposals, I wrote some brief reflections, and let me just share what my reflection was. We take halting steps, one by one by one. Our math is simple. 1 equals 1 equals 1. 1 is tiny, the smallest absolute, but absolute is absolute. To be human is what we do and what we are. To care, to love, to reach out, to come to each other's rescue, to grieve, to celebrate, to reach consensus, to stand up for what's right, to stand against what we know is wrong. These are not acquired. They are in our DNA. They are our being and our doing, our shaping and creating and weaving. That's what 1 hour of our being means. We stand for what it means to be human. And human beings are not chattel. There are domains which are above market, beyond price: family, loved ones, justice, democracy, our planet, all that is holy, not for sale at market price, at any price. 1 hour is our piece of eternity. Fleeting, but nonetheless precious, sacred, eternal. That is for me what time banking means, declares, affirms, and reaffirms. We are and we will not be diminished. Let it be. I think we're here to celebrate. And we celebrate you and this moment. It is a very special moment in both our lives together.
It really was. Hey, up for Wales here.